Okay. Back to play Factorio. Press button, build factory. Go. So today, I think we have to finally address our sins, right? We have held off on building augs for a very long time. It is now time to actually go and build augs. We're doing this solely for the manure. We thought we could get by without it, and for a very, very long time we could get by without it. However, this time has now passed, and we must move on. We must take the 45 minutes and throw down a solid network of aug paddocks. I think we're going to start with 8, and we're going to try to run the good recipe, and we're going to try to do this right. Why do we sound so depressed? Well, we tried to avoid it, and we could not. So, there you go. So, here's our stuff. Factory is also kind of sick. It's at its limits of iron and um, copper. I have to do something about that, but I don't know what. Anyway, we need aug paddocks times 3. No, times 8. Aug, aug, Mukmu? Aug paddock times 3 times 8. Because I keep saying the wrong thing. We need just bolts. Fortunately, I don't have a bolt bin, so we're going to have to build those by hand, eh? So, aug paddock. Brick of intermetallics. Have it. Iron plate. Have it. Need a bunch of dirt. Don't have that. Have to go to the other side of the base for that. That sucks. Actually, do we have any dirt in boxes? Certainly not enough. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 stacks of stone right there. And we need a lot more than that, unfortunately. No, wait, it's to the south. Right, Stonosaur is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Enough for 8 aug paddocks. And now, we have to go get 2,400 units of dirt. The only way to get that is to go to the dirt boxes. So, over to the other side of the factory we go. Run. This is still a problem, but soon, hopefully, this problem can be relieved a little bit. After this, we might have to... I think the plan is do quartz. We have to do something about copper. And I'm not sure at all what that is. Copper is holding us back. But anyway, the idea is put in the new glass system in order to get... Oh, we're stopped. Why are we stopped? High side 2. Oh, we have to do something with honey, right? We're not making enough honey. Alright, we'll get to that in a bit. Not now, right? Right now we're here for dirt. Just close your eyes and build factory. Okay, that's 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 24. That's some extra to go over in the dirt pile, right? Just take it with me. Also, we'll take a whole bunch of pipes with me. Because, unfortunately, this is not going to be the last time we have to do builds for this. I'd really hoped that we would just be pushing out right now, but it is not the world we live in. We are not making enough artillery shells. For that, we have to raise animals. For that, we need more tech, and we need to expand a few things. The factory groans under the weight of our animal companions. And we will find a way to get through this. We will. So, take that. It's probably fine, right? And we need a dirt box. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Everyone else goes in the dirt box. Okay. Now, aug paddock. After that, we just kind of need a whole bunch of iron. So pick it all up. 8. How perfect. And we put back a lot of this. We still don't need any of these. Alright, put out a second box. And we're ready to go, huh? Except we need all the stuff that makes the factory work. We need belts, caravans areas, we need caravans. So we get a couple more caravans. We need to go get augs themselves. I think they've been living in a box for what has to be in-game decades at this point. You know, just augs happy in their box. Well, time to leave the box and go to work. Your job is to eat and to poop. It is not a hard life. No, trust me. There are worse lives here in the factory. You don't want to know about them. This is all going. So, yeah, there's so many worse lives. Let's not tell them about the Ulrichs. Let's not tell them about the bees. But they get a happy, productive life. And I think we have to pick a site for this next. Which honestly should be directly next to the mushrooms, right? I mean, if they're going to be the primary consumer of manure, it might as well be right there, right? We need... Probably don't have any belts at all, do we? Very few. This is going to be a problem. This is all copper. We need to conserve copper and or make more copper. But this is quite full. Maybe spill over and start building on zinc. That is untidy. Anyway, speaking of the map, put it right here. Get rid of this. Hog paddocks right here. Not right here. Like in the south. If I can arrange them in a nice, like a nice little relationship. Nice little pattern. I think that's probably the play. How many muckmoos do you have in your backpack? Just a few. Alright, hopefully this will all change. Hopefully, it's right here. Can we do this? Looks like we might be able to do this. Hopefully trits work themselves out at some point. Alright, aug paddocks. We can probably make this work, right? Yeah, and then it won't annoy anyone with the smell, because these guys are just obliterating all pollution. So what we're gonna need to do is I guess we move the geothermal line to this side. Clip this. Make the world a little bit of a better place. This is logistics space, so we use it. You never stop caring about logistics space. There we go, geothermal water. This pipe no longer has to exist. Beautiful, right? We have this nice area, and the manure will probably go directly into the mushrooms right here. And this will absolutely, positively remove any mushroom pressure I have on me. Yeah, we're out of manure right now. So it really was a... this is no longer needed. Mr. Seaweed Farm, no thank you. So, yeah, especially redundant because we have the wall of mushrooms right here, but this is fixed in place. So we build around that. Where are you, aug paddock? Kind of want to snuggle up right here, right? Ooh. Okay, so you go nowhere, because you were part of the seaweed system. Okay, this is kind of a problem right here, but we can certainly move all that. So we'll see how much of a problem it is in a minute. No, it's a problem right now, right? This is only 2, we need 2 more spaces. Alright, you're done. This seaweed line no longer exists. You have been abolished. Fortunately, we get low quality poles in our inventory. That's not a problem. And that mushroom line is, strangely enough, not in the right place. You also get picked up. We're just done. We no longer make... oh, for real? For real? For real? So I guess as a monument to what was, we put our seaweed there instead of hauling it off. Yeah, this mushroom line might need to be moved as well. Okay, this mushroom line certainly needs to be moved, which is not terrible. Really? Again? Okay, there. Solve that problem. Mr. Mushroom Line is doing very good work right there. And here we have emergency iron. We do need the mushroom line not to be doing what it is right now. So, come over like this. We come up right here. And of course, we leap, because we are civilized. We clip this, because we have anger management issues. And what we really want is to go straight through here. Here. I can't pick that up. I guess I can pick that up. I guess we do this, right? Right here. Is this reasonable? See, we have no mushrooms coming up right now because that's no manure. We've just run clean out. Why do I have a little bit of moss? Why do I have a little bit of that? We don't need a little bit of anything. We only deal in mass quantities in this factory. Is that remnants of a fight? Or is that just moss growing on the concrete? It would be nice if the doodads crept. I don't think they do. There we go. This looks kind of correct, right? An Og pooping station. 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, that was the wrong button. My bad. There. I was supposed to copy. Instead I did the opposite of that. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so yeah, this totally works out. Then we have space here to bring in everything we need. Alright, so we're doing the, oh, water barrels. Oh. Carousel? Yeah, maybe. Oh, no, wait, we're doing this. Still needs water barrels. Oh, that's a problem. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients, one of which is water barrels. So, I guess we have room to move one more out. That's not really what we want, you know? How to do this? Carousel? I mean, I guess. Alright, I guess. Carousel. So what we'll have here is the the outside. Problem with carousels, it involves things coming out and in, eats up space on belts. Just a problem. We'll put the caravans areas over there. I guess we'll solve this problem like this, right? And we'll come just around like so. Actually, let's try a new version of carousel. Try something a little different, right? Let's have, if we put all of the water barrels, how long do you take to do this? It takes 60 seconds. And you have augs in ya, and that's times speed 2. Oh, wow. So it's 30 seconds. It's a lot of time to load and unload. Need more hands, though. You guys are water barrels. Barrel. You are empties. There. And so these guys go on the outside. So the empty barrels will be on the outside. So I'll arrange for the full barrels to be on the inside. Right? Genius? No. A good idea? No. Something I'm going to try? Yeah. Yeah. So what we need is our friend right here to go right here. Oh, you have no power? That's a problem. And so we'll have a just like that, right? Very, very simple. Now we need probably like way too many barrels. Okay, let's go get some steel. Let's start making barrels. Then push this along. And then we start caravaning. Like we're gonna belt in this, obviously. You know, it's right here in massive amounts. We'll tap the line to feed the augs, and they're gonna eat a lot, unfortunately. So I have to not touch barrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 200 barrels. Great. So that will solve that problem. Solve/cause. Which one of these is the science line? I have to not touch. It's probably the one that's just flowing, right? I mean, that's a pretty good indication, right? I'm just going to assume that. And we got problems with our inventory. It can only be solved by very frequent venting of barrels. But, okay, we can manage this. Barrels. Oh yeah, it's going to happen a lot. A tad embarrassing, yeah? Let's try not to forget that this exists, right? Og, 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 og. There. Maybe we'll put our spare augs up here. Why are you not doing the thing? No water. I clipped you? I mean, I believe. I totally believe I did that thing. We can fix that now. We have the technology. There we go. Is this enough? Almost assuredly not. Is this what we're doing? Yep. Alright, so you need to have water in. You need bedding, og food, sap. Sap is made like right there, right? Made and just not used. So we will drag over a sap line from right here. Okay. This was an idea once, right? This was someone's plan once. Clearly someone who had no idea what he was doing thought this was a good idea. Well, now we repurpose it. This was his plan all along. Eh? Eh? Obviously. Alright, and so right here we'll make our primary. Now it should go on the outside. This is fine. I want the manure to go on the, probably in the inside like that. So we want flora, and we want sap on this line, which we can surely manage, right? Okay, soup. Right here, right? Right here, right now. Straight on, my boy. And I am kind of thinking we're gonna have to put a blend in right here. You know? As long as it doesn't touch the science line, everything is good. Okay, so I'll have to add more barrels in before I explode. Okay, good. Alright, so that maybe is enough barrels. I don't know. You need 5 each. That's probably enough. Probably. Alright, so that's good. Now we have 3 of the things we need. We have to fetch 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 caravans, I think. Right here. Maybe somewhere else, because that's kind of mushroom related. I don't really want this to ever become something that matters. In here. Yeah, Corluxes are happy. This is kind of like garbage space right here. We'll use this for AUG logistics. Alright, so tech isn't moving. That's because of no pi science. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Just build factory. Don't think. Build factory. Here. Alright, so fortunately we kind of did this on the wrong side if we were going to do this. But what can I say? We'll make it work. This will be one line. So we need, yeah, so we have to bring the manure out on the sides. So this will be a line that does something and something. Figure that out momentarily. We don't have enough mushrooms. This impacts augs, this impacts artillery. Most terrible day. How shall we possibly survive? Okay. Need more hands, but we're having trouble making them. Factory shuttering, not gonna lie. Alright, so what quantities do we need things in? Raw fiber and moss are the 2 big ones. So we'll do raw fiber and bedding, because they're right next to each other, and this guy's gonna be... raw fiber stacks to 100, right? So just bring in like 1,500 and 300 and just don't think about it very hard. It's a short trip. Well, if it wasn't for having to go get food. Go there, store food. Go to bedding central, which is right here. Beds are us. Until caravan has bedding. Oh, where'd you go? Until caravan has bedding, quantity 400. And I want you to go to the Yeah, the raw fiber. Mercantile caravan has raw fiber. Raw fiber in quantity 1600. I want you to come here. I want you to wait for my signal. Circuit condition. Till target. Till target. Circuit condition is comparator equals go. Here we have bedding. And here we have raw fiber. Raw fiber. 300 and 1500. And you just cycle until the end of time. Go and do my work in my name. Meanwhile, raw fiber. Right there, bedding. Great. We will even grant you power. Okay, that's ready to go. Oh, you need to be set up with bedding. Raw fiber. And it's questionable whether or not this is going to be enough going in. We're going to see about that. Alright, so. Here we have a situation, right? We now need to get 2 more things in, and they have to come in right here, and then the manure will come out on the outside, right? Probably not like that, though. So, it's time to go get another caravan, it looks like. It will go opposite C's. 1, 2, 3. Like this. And when we need more of everything. Need more copper. Very unfortunate, I say. We do have Copper Depot over here. Let's glance at science. No, we have the PySci too. We should be going, right? We are going. I very much want to hit this tech this session. I think it should be doable, right? Now we need you. Okay, good. Oh, we're not making enough bullets. We ain't making... Where are you going? You're Americasaur, right? Yeah. You are for making better bullets. No, you're for keeping things supplied. And you are the... You need to up bullet production? Really? What is our problem? Not enough steel? Oh, I guess it is not enough steel. Nothing I can really do about that at the moment. He tells himself, no mushrooms. No mushrooms, very bad. No mushrooms means this is kind of stillborn. Which means, yes, I am putting in proper infrastructure right now. I should have grabbed more hands. But I didn't think, did I? So, like this, and like this. And then they'll have to split at some point. Which we can manage. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is inconvenient on many levels. But, figure it out. So, this guy, happy friend, does not go right there. Oh, we didn't do this right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh well, whatever. We'll set it up like so regardless. Run out of belt, run out of hands. The bounding box fooled me. A lot of the bounding boxes on Pi stuff is questionable. Alright, so we're going to do that. Then we're just going to try to copy this. Put this in place right here. For the moment, the pipes are cooperating, but we don't expect this to last, do we? Absolutely not. for our next trick, we need to get moss and og food, right? Not difficult, just annoying. And we definitely need hands. So moss and og food, and the number is 13. That's just a really inconvenient number. So I guess you just go get food. Go feed yourself. Oh, and you need to get food there too. So you store food until caravan has og food. Og food. Number is 3. Can't do double, so get 600. Sure. And then go get moss from right there. The moss. The moss pile. Until target has moss in quantity 2100. Guess we can get double, eh? So do that. How high does moss stack? Is it 50? Does moss stack to 50? I have to go check on that, right? I think it's 50, right? Yeah, it's 50. Ah, dang it. It is in fact 50. So, in addition to being in my inventory, you also complicate matters. So, you need to get 1050, and then just 600. And that all fits, right? That's 2 lines, and that's spare, and that's great. Then you come here, just come here, until circuit, until target, until target. No, this is, oh, until target, new friend, new, until caravan. Moss. This is how I cause major problems for myself. Do that. Help me out here. Imperator equals go. And then we need moss. Quantity 1000. And here we need food. Food. In quantity, how much? 500. And this is you forever. I'm a little worried that the other caravan hasn't shown up again. We're probably gonna go take a look at that, right? Because he had an easy job. Go get bedding, go get raw fiber. Both of which are right here, and right here, right here. Does bedding not stack that high? No, bedding stacks. Where'd that dinosaur go? Oh, real serious question. Where'd that dinosaur go? Wait. No, this is the bedding factory. Okay. I was wondering, like, why are the cotton guts here? Why? What's going on? Oh, it works. So the real question is, where did my dinosaur go? If he's not here making his delivery. He was on a simple route. Huh. This kind of raises some questions, doesn't it? Into trouble up here. We understand that. It is okay to be in trouble. No, we're not going to run into any trouble. That's nice. Alright, so where are my dinosaurs? Whitelist moss. Right there. Whitelist og food. Really, where are my dinosaurs? Let's go get hands, and then try to figure out where these guys went. They have to be at the food pile, right? Like, there's no other place for them to be, unless I sent them off somewhere. which, don't get me wrong, is entirely possible, but it doesn't happen often. Oh, how are we doing on Zapier eggs? Crucial component of Pi Sci 2. Yeah, we have a cache right there, and everyone's still breeding. How wonderful. So, are not quite full of og food, but we're also not making og food because of no moss. No moss because it is all being consumed down south. This is probably going to be an issue, isn't it? Yeah, look at this. This guy's trying to pick up all the moss in the world, probably for Pi Sci. Muddy sludge is running out? We don't have enough muddy sludge, huh? And is this actually going to collapse from lack of muddy sludge over here? I think maybe it might. No, we're still going with our super simple moss makers. You stopped. No muddy sludge. Alright, so yes, does give out eventually. Yeah. Alright, so here is a problem. Guys, I need you back in my inventory. Here's some shells I can harvest, because this gun doesn't need to be here anymore. It's protected by other areas. And how's muddy sludge doing in here? We have a lot of muddy sludge. So, what I could do, even though it's a sin, again, this is a sin, muddy sludge leaves the system, enters the system here. I could reverse this with a check valve, and this could cause me lots of problems. But, I mean, we dare to dream, right? We have so much muddy sludge in here. So this is how muddy sludge makes it out. It can't flow back in, which is not what I want. I guess we just want a pipe. Just connect it all. We have abandoned our principles entirely. Okay, I guess. It's fine, I suppose. Totally abandon your principles. That's just what you do sometimes, right? Total normal factory things. Anyway, no moss is a pretty big problem. Here, we can actually look at a graph, right? The graph shows nothing. The graph shows we make a lot of moss, and we consume a lot of moss. We really need to get next level moss, which is strange. I don't have it, right? But I don't even have the tech. Next level moss is very standard. Very, very standard. Except it takes a lot of stuff to breed up. It needs xenogenic cells. It needs, yeah, breeding the level 2 moss is a problem. But is something that will be done eventually. Not what I want to see. Don't like you being out of shots. Don't like you ruling over a world of ruin. Is that the best way to put it? Don't like not having enough hands. Don't like being low on belt. We didn't solve our main problem, right? Are you just here for moss? Of course you are. You're the guy I just sent out. We probably just don't have enough moss in general. Gonna have to do something about this, right? Well, fish food is going. That's good. We need to go get hands. And then we have to see if that one dinosaur had made it back. We just totally underestimated the time of his round trip. Which is, you know, something we habitually do. Copper is at just an absolute trickle right here, and now it's out. Why? I don't know. Did I do something? Probably. Completely out of PySci 2? Yes. Completely out of PySci 2. Don't look at it. Just focus on what's in front of you. Don't look at that. It's not real. Almost out of hands. This factory is creaking. And the biggest problem is lack of copper. We're going to have to address that. Yeah. Yeah, there's just no getting around it. We're going to have to address the copper problem head on. Oh, someone made it. This guy did not. What did I do with this guy? I sent him to get raw fiber and bedding. How is this a problem? How is this an impossible problem? Raw fiber is right here in enormous abundance. Did I not send him out? So if we're not making og food because of no moss, that's a pretty big problem. No. Is he hiding here? No. Where did the dinosaur go? The only other place he could be is at the og food maker. And that doesn't really make sense now, does it? Because we were just there, and I could have misclicked and told him to like fill his inventory of og food or something. That doesn't seem likely either. Is he stuck somewhere? Oh, this is terrible. We need more moss in stat. But there's no moss coming in because it's all being intercepted for science and for everything else. Okay, so we have a critical moss problem right now. What are we going to do about this? Best thing to do would be a Moss 2 program, but man, this is just comprehensively terrible. This guy's hungry. What are you doing? You're delivering plastic. And no sign of that dinosaur. Are you here? No, you are the cocoonosaur. We're not making cocoons because of no moss. I know if I just stand still, it will eventually start flowing again because everything else is frozen. Yeah, this is a science store. We need to drastically increase moss production. We do have excess stone now. We do. Instead of turning it into bricks, we can turn it into moss, but that's might be an idea, honestly. This is the moss recipe. It's like 20 stone. It's absurd. Oh my god, just for double and faster. That is so tough. Man, the factory has trouble nowadays. Why did I lose this dinosaur? Where did he go? Well, I guess I don't want to turn this on because it's a huge moss sink. Well, I guess I do turn it on and then immediately go and start replacing moss, right? Just banish whatever I thought I was going to do. And this guy just hasn't returned. I don't know what I did. I must have misprogrammed him badly somehow. Go up here, store food. I want you to go way down here to right here. I want you to get until Caravan has raw fiber. Quantity 1600. I want you to go get bedding. Bedding's right here. I want you to get Caravan bedding. in quantity 600, right? And I want you to come literally here. And then I want you to, circuit condition. Until target. Here we need caravan. Go. So target has raw fiber in quantity 1500, and here has bedding quantity 500. Right? There's no dinosaur hiding here in plain sight. Kind of want to follow this guy. Well, no, he's gonna go to the other. Alright, so we're gonna have to deal with our problems right now. Our main problem is we don't have enough muddy sludge, but we can just keep building muddy sludge makers on this lake. So that's something we can do. I really want to finish this, right? So what we need to do is this. Actually finish this and then move on to our next crisis, right? And to right here, of course. And this is bad, of course, because it's going to be consuming moss. And we're out of belt. This is a critical problem because we can't make belt because we don't have enough copper in the system for small parts. So yeah. This is just comprehensive. Everything is terrible at the moment. We have no belt. We have run ourselves out because we don't even have any small parts in our inventory. We are thrown back on primitive times, and this is all because the factory has been kicked up a gear by chemical science. All the cracks are showing. One bottleneck after another. This is going to be many episodes of sandbagging, essentially. Moss is obviously the critical issue. Then belt, right? I just make myself belt. We are now back to handcrafting belt. Moss is the critical issue, followed by probably copper after this. Copper is probably the next issue. We have to increase copper production. I don't know how. We need next level buildings, but I checked. The next level buildings are very far away. That is not a way out for us. So what we have to do... Alright, so this guy still hasn't returned. Probably not expected back yet. Still creeps me out, man. We go this way. And we have manure that is... kind of want to just join in the chant, right? Which means we have to wait for this guy to be full of mushrooms. And there's a line. So I hope the Muckmoo didn't think they were gonna actually go anytime soon. So what we have to do is come farther down. We have to take the scenic route, which is okay. We'll do this way. We'll do this. This is how manure will get to the system, right? There. I guess that's wrong, since it will be preferenced from the caravans area, so we have to come back and be preferenced over here, I suppose. this. Very careful around the dinosaurs. And they'll be preferenced from primary production. And if we ever need more, we'll put in a caravans area somewhere. And that's fine, right? Alright, dress this with hands. Manure out. Great. Manure out. Manure out. Water barrels in. Do this instead. I'm suddenly feeling the pinch of everything. Where am I gonna put just an absolute ton of more moss production? I suppose we have this right here. Is that not working? Wait a second. I just did a ton of moss production not a while ago. Is that not making it into the system? I bet you that is blocked up entirely, and that is something I can deal with. Okay. Okay. Problem has a solution. Alright, so just take this. Oh, yeah, it's actually what I wanted entirely. That. Do this. It actually isn't what I wanted entirely. All these things have to be governed for manure. Wonder if the bots will handle that for me. Okay. Great. Yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, finally, one of them arrived. Which one arrived? I don't know. Because I have to do you too, right? There. I get to copy all of this, except for that right there. Come down and do it here. Then we should be ready, right? Did it actually copy it? No. Not. Okay, so we'll solve the moss crisis. We should have a solid belt of moss somewhere around here. Alright. Okay. Are we ready? It's time to make machine go. Oh, it's gonna require power everywhere, so fine. Do it this way. And I guess we must address the copper problem somehow. I don't know what I'm doing there. I just have to make another processing facility somewhere, you know? There is no other solution. Oh, we have to go make another honey making facility. Keep science going. We have to do a lot. There is a lot to be done. So why aren't you getting barrels in? Oh, because I never put the other one over here. That is quite sloppy of me, yes? Okay. Is that enough barrels? No, it really is questionable. It's all about the time it takes to go around. This makes like 10 or 11 manure per cycle. That's probably enough, right? We'll see. We see it work. We see a dinosaur. Do we see two dinosaurs down here is the real question. Where'd the other dinosaur go? What did I do with him? I know I had to do something with it. Alright, there. We have a whole lot of manure in it. That comes over here. That goes to feed our mushroom habit. We might turn these guys onto the good recipe. We'll see how this works out. Anyway, we gotta shift gears. We'll be back. Just assume this is working, right? Assume it is working, and have a nice day. We need to go see the big moss. We have a double belt crammed full of moss right here. We have guys that are backed up. We have, do I want to just caravan this over? No, it's belted right where it needs to go. And so it comes right here, and this is being purely used for science at the moment. And what I need to do is get this straight through here on this line right here to join this, which I can do with belt. Unfortunately, I have not enough belt because of logistic problems. But we are going to make a valiant effort, and this will solve quite a lot of problems actually. We'll probably crush muddy sludge, leading me to be out of power, right? Almost certainly that's what's about to happen right here. And it's going to be very hard to restart because I've violated the tenets of my own factory. Okay. Alright, I suppose. I have to deal with that. Nope. You will do this. You will do a curly Q of good planning right there. Right, so that will help that out. Let's take a look. So the moss problem, if not solved, will be greatly relieved. We have to keep an eye on muddy sludge, as we do. This is good, right? Good. So next tab, I think, Arquad honey, perhaps? Alright, so this is actually working, right? You don't have enough barrels. We don't have enough barrels. This is the problem of the carousel. So neither one dinosaur is waiting for moss and the other dinosaur is waiting for food, maybe? Terrible to think about that. Oh, I took the thing down. I ought not have done that, eh? Just add more barrels. You have no water barrels. How is this even possible? Anyway, we can go over here and see mushrooms working, right? Good. It's halfway finished by the time it empties out. That's what you want to see. Alright, so this will give the mushrooms I need to feed the muck moose. And the ecosystem gets a little more convoluted, right? So how far is water penetrating? To here? So adding 100 more barrels will probably be enough, right? You guys are merrily making manure. You live a pretty good life, all told. They're far worse. It's the og food that's the problem here. It needs 3 og food. This is all to make mushrooms. The og food is not free. It's cheap, but not free. Right there. Like, it's quite cheap. So they eat 3 moss on top of the more moss. So it's just cost of manure, right? Cost of mushrooms. Alright, so are we ever going to penetrate up to here? I don't know. Maybe. We shall let it... We'll be back. We'll be back to look at it. But for right now, the manure is flowing, and that is good. Science has stopped. And that's probably copper related. Copper was having some sort of seizure last time I looked. And we have mushrooms coming. Good. Good. Alright. Shift gears. Next thing I have to care of. Alright, that's good. Let's just check out that moss line I connected and see if I made a mistake. That sounds like a really good idea, doesn't it? And then... this is just backed up. That's ideal. And we have a full belt of moss going, which gets funneled into a half belt of moss. I bet this ultimately feeds way too much, this half belt right here. I bet you it goes through the current manure factory. I bet it feeds meat augs. I bet it also turns into aug food. It's like, yeah, here it gets transferred into a single belt. Yeah, here it goes into the current manure factory. It actually goes through it without a problem. And then it's the single line. This is way too convoluted. It stops. Oh. So where is the aug food moss coming from? Comes from the other side. Comes from this line, which is another sort of moss that we're not participating in. So I guess we have to join this up. I really don't want to get this in my inventory, but needs must, eh? Output priority to the left. Output is moss. So you just do this. Do I believe? Do I believe in this? It is only a half belt, so putting it on there is most ideal, and then anything that actually comes up from here will finally go on that. So, where does this go? This probably goes to make moss gene sample for science. Which I should care about, I suppose. That should be important to me. So moss will come down here. It will start making cocoons, right? Yeah. Yeah. It will also go into aug food. Do we have enough? No. We have this guy waiting for aug food, especially since we have a direct drain on it now. It's hard to take it for granted. But we'll see how this goes. The relationship between all of the native life recipes, there's very strong impulse towards whatever is simplest, in my opinion. Just whatever is most free, you know? So this is the line that was having problems. And now it will come in and shall be healed right here. Alright, so that problem perhaps solved. Let's go look at science, and then we have to go look at copper. Is copper completely trickled out? No, but it is just a trickle. Copper plate is being completely consumed the second it is being produced. We'll have to look at the next copper tech and see if that will save us. I mean, that's kind of what we have to do, right? Because we do have some room to expand southward. Move all this down. Copper. Fortunately, it's not close. This is what we'd have to do to save us, right? So we take copper grade 4, and we turn into copper solution. Then copper solution goes into copper pulp. We grease an acid solvent. We don't have either of those things. And then also goes into copper pregnant leach solution. Copper pregnant leach solution. So we process it over and over again in order to leach out the pregnant leach solution. And we have enough, we get 1 high grade copper. And 1 high grade copper is 50 molten copper. I mean, are you overwhelmed? I'm not. I'm seriously whelmed looking at that. I mean, no doubt it is better. So it goes from 3 copper grade 4. What happens over here? 3 copper grade 4 goes to 21 molten copper, which is again a number that does not fill me with confidence. So we go to 47 copper solution, and then 10 of that. So just if we assume that everything goes to, just ignore everything else, everything goes to pregnant leach solution, it goes to basically 100. Basically 100 of it, and it goes into this, and then it makes 50. So it's like more than double just off this if we just vent everything else. But we don't. Instead, we reprocess it. See, this is getting rid of stuff though, right? This is peak right here. The copper pulp stage 1 is a waste product that we have to get rid of. We can tell that because it takes copper solution right here, and it returns the same amount of pregnant leach solution. So it's the same. It's just we're kicking the copper pulp down the line. And we're getting the exact same out of it for additional ingredients. So that's bad. And it's the same thing here too. So yes. And then even again, stage 4 is the same thing. And then we get all the way down to here. And it's just here. It's just getting rid of the copper pulp. So this is all an illusion. This is just processing away the copper pulp as a waste solvent, a waste product. Like this is primary product right here, and then just a very long chain to handle waste. That's uninspiring to say the least, but it also makes the math easy because 10 copper solution, no matter what, will always go to 20 pregnant leach solution. So this will go to double that, which is 90, 94, which is almost enough for this, which is like 120% copper production. What are we missing? Missing pi psi 2. So doubling copper production is good. There's no other way to describe that. That would be great to actually do that. So is this my future? I don't know. I have kind of been knocked askew by everything I have witnessed here today, and am unsure what is the best way to proceed. We have 0. So that means the dinosaur is on the way, or waiting for food. We don't want to think about that second one, though. Here we're waiting for perogen, which is good. Here we have a whole backup of perogen. So this is fine, right? Fine. We're waiting for the next delivery of cotton guts. So we might need to put in still more cotton guts. Might need to do still more Timmy. Might need to do still more everything, right? But it wasn't bottlenecked on arcwad honey. Sorry. Just getting distracted. Gotta go and take a look at this. Arcwad honey, not arcwad honey is a bottleneck. Yeah, okay. So we have to make more of that. That's next. But we have to first put eyes on cotton guts, I think. And then we build another Arquad honey facility. We have everything we need to just increase production there. There's no reason not to do it. It's just a matter of making the buildings. Yeah, we're out of Timmy for right here. But why would you ever be using Timmy? This was just to make inner metallics. Why would it ever be using that? That's strange. It's very strange. Alright, over here, where is the caravan full of live mice? Oh, you're doing alright. They're getting picked up by Logi Science right now, which is fine. Oh, can I get rid of this? I'll trade you. It's easier to get rid of coal than crushed coal. Alright, so that's fine. Fine-ish. What happened to that one dinosaur I sent out? I must have sent him somewhere impossible. And he's standing there trying to pick stuff up. I'll find him one day. Alright, so actually we have to concentrate. Muddy sludge, fine. Carbon dioxide, fine. Everyone's working, right? Okay, good. That's a positive. So this moss line, which used to be a torrent, is now but a trickle. But it is still doing its job admirably, right? And we'll figure that out eventually. The important thing is we brought production online that we had but was bottlenecked. We should probably check on filtration media because of trits. And so this guy is waiting for more og food. And without that, the poop does not flow. Oh, and more moss. So that guy's got the critical job. Without that, the mushrooms do not come in. So we are still stuttering. Yeah, there's just going to have to be great fields of production, simple production. Simple production. Where am I going? What am I doing? What is my plan? The dinosaur was gone. The dinosaur is obviously trying to get og food now. So he delivered and now he's going back. So ignore that. Copper is a problem. Go look at it. No, go look at bees. We have to go clone the honey in order to alleviate that bottleneck. So the factory needs work. The factory cries for aid. So let's go take a look at what we're going to be doing with the Ulrichs today. Try not to think about the actual mechanics of this process. It will only depress you. So, we need 6 hives, it looks like. And then just bring in the Ulrichs and bring in that. And everything is fine, right? Everything is fine. Yeah. Why do you not have enough bees? Ugh. That's terrible. And yeah, here's us centrifuging everything as hard as we can. You need Vrox. That's fine. Need some extra bees, please. The terrible hive. That guy's getting Relegias. This guy's trying to vent Arquads. That's a strange sensation, yes? I have so much stuff in my inventory. Why do I have Augs in my inventory? Sorry guys, you might go to be processed. At least go back in the box. Where are the terrible bees? Okay, so that's going a little faster. So we need 6 Arquad hives. Oh, and then of course Belt, which we don't have. So just start building that right now, I suppose. Look what I've been reduced to. Alright, so we need stuff, do we not? We need a box. Need to get rid of this moss. take this moss over to the moss gene sample area, which hasn't needed anything in a very long time. I wonder what the huge void is right here. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Because we're taking half and banking it. So this is an issue. This probably ends up in pi-sci2 somehow. Or rather, does not end up in pi-sci2. So, guess we're going to have to deal with that problem pretty soon here. But I keep opening my inventory trying to find this. All this goes in this box. We don't have any hands. That's another problem. Right now we have to close our eyes and we have to make terrible hive. And that's for the bees. Right here. We need 6 of you. Let's go get pipe. Yes, my lord. Got you your pipe. We need small parts in quantity 600. So get a bit more. We need brick of niobium alloy, it looks like. Nextlit niobium alloy. I got that. We need intermetallics. Yeah, we need another brick of intermetallics. So up here, right here. Factory is sick, and I am sick with it. We need aluminum. Quantity bricks 3. That. Say good. We need a little bit duralumin. Got it. We need steel plate in quantity 3. Are you steel plate? Quantity 2, 3. We need... what else? Circuit boards we got. We need air core inductors? No, we just need just iron, right? No, we need glass in quantity 3. So I will go and get that. That's 4. What am I missing? Tin? Tin in quantity a bit more. You? That wasn't it. Lead? Lead in quantity a bit more. No, that was not it. Alright, I give up. More steel, it says. Bang, bang. Okay, there we have our hives. Our home for our terrible bees. This is, speaking of terrible. We will just try to quickly set this up while being a complete mess inside. Okie dokie. I am sorry, Ulrichs. I understand it's like falling into a deep, dreamless sleep with bees screaming at you the entire time. So like so, yeah? Oh, nice. But we don't have the room to do this. Huh. So, how do we handle this? Alright. We have to think about priorities now. I am going to need the next copper recipe. That is what is the big problem with the factory right now. I need this. Which means I need to make grease and acid solvent. How do we make acid solvent? Tell me. Aerofloat. Acid solvent is hydrogen peroxide. No! No! The most precious substance in the factory. Alright, we have to do that. And throw out quinone. right here. We have to do this. Just no... there's no way around it. Okay, this will remove the high-tech. Oh, we get another level of pipe. Only it takes... The underground pipes are 48. Oh, we gotta do that, but it takes a lot of plastic. Ooh. Oh, this recipe, finally. This is a better way to get ash. This is a trash way to get ash. Is this what I want in life? Is this what I need? Oh, it's a way to make a lot of methane. I want the other way. If I could turn hydrogen into glycerol, I would do that in a second. This is trash. Well, it's probably for people that need to vent glycerol. That's most everyone. Alright, so this is a problem of space. Can I move this? You are working. You are making... Isn't this the waste area where I destroy wax? This is the wax destruction area. Alright. If I destroy the destruction area and move it somewhere else, I can put this in. So, life gets more complicated. Okay. Destroy. What destroys you? DIY. Do or die. What we need right now is to place this here-ish, right? Should line it up. Should try to be aesthetic. And all this stuff up here doesn't actually exist. So ignore that. And we have to build a lot of belt, which is a problem for us. So I guess our goal is artificial anthraquinone. Get hydrogen peroxide off our back as a problem. Solve that. And then bees. And then after that, copper production. Don't really have the space. That's our. This will have to get moved down to here and put into its most compact form. So maybe we have to use this space over here. It is ignoble, but perhaps required. All right. So what we have here is this doesn't exist. We have empty combs, and we have ulrichs. Unfortunately, I did this in a way that was intelligent at the time. Doesn't really help me now, which is to say a normal design for me. So you will come over like this now. There. That looks nice. Feels good, right? I need to get rid of these bees before I forget. Just dunk them right back in the bee bin. Sorry guys, you had a future, but now you have a date with the Laughter Factory. It's funny working on all these high-end bottlenecks when I know that, you know, stuff like moss isn't working right. And this doesn't exist anymore. Byakuas. Nothing comes from that direction. So now we have to convince Ulrichs to come over and play. Sorry, Ulrichs. But this one, you're rolling pretty low on. So right here, right here. Alright, so Ulrichs come in, and we just have to ensure a proper Ulrich supply, which I think these guys should go both ways now. So you can go north and you can go south. And guys, you want to go no, there's no happy ending here. We were born into a world of struggle and pain. I apologize. There will be a complaint form at the exit. Alright, and so here... no, not a complaint form. There's a box for feedback at the exit. I did not find the spinning blades to be funny at all. Worst comedy club ever. Right there. Right there, right there, right there, right there. And then it's just a matter of turning it on. We will have doubled honey production, but at a cost. Because we are overproducing wax because of the choices that we have made. Right? Which means we have to reinstall the wax destroyer. So this was overflowing, and then it was a combination of a comb, it was a casting machine, a comb machine. I'll just put it here for complete lack of creativity. No, actually that's important space. We'll put it right here, because this will never be used. Casting machine, and then a high pressure furnace, right? So you are making wax. Yeah. And no hot air, right? I guess we do need hot air. And I need you to melt you down. This destroys wax. Just by repeatedly using it and reusing it, using it and reusing it. This is not the best way to proceed. Oh, it's wired to vent for the mass balance, but something like this, and then we need overflow wax, and that has to come right here. This is our wax pile. What we need is an overflow valve that comes right. I don't want to do this here. I guess we do it here. We need an overflow valve that is right here, going this way. That's fine, right? Because it... Oh, wait, it's not fine. No, that is fine. That is exactly fine. That is not just fine. That is meant to be. This is our overflow wax and our overflow wax destroyer. Okay, great. Now every once in a while this will send a little bit of wax in because of the efficiencies of our factory, and it will be flushed. Excellent. So you are now making combs. You are all processing right. Yeah, there's even a backup right there. So if I go over here and I look at honey, no, here, excuse me, look at honey, we should see a tick up. Then problems? What were these problems? No, really, what were the problems? Oh, that was because I put in extra centrifuges and we had a brief spike in production and then return to reality, and now it's going up again. All right, let's take a look at various things. Moss. How you doing, Moss? Moss doesn't know how Moss is doing. Moss is questioning everything, and we are backing up here, which is perfect. Shift gears again, right? Are those barrels? Those are barrels. I didn't govern this properly. Glad I looked. No, no barrels. No barrels. Here, have some Ulrichs. You get to skip the line. Aren't you lucky? Someone didn't know how to handle their barrels. Alright. Hopefully that works out. Don't chirp at me like that. Don't chirp at me like that. It's all necessary. This is all necessary. It has to happen. So, okay, we get this. We get the new anthraquinone recipe right here. We greatly free ourselves from vanabins, right? Uh, anthraquinone. Right here. Yeah. Oh my god, it frees us from vanabins. Whew. And we can just shut that down. Shut it down entirely. And we start doing this on an industrial scale. We have all of this stuff. We need anthracene oil instead of naphthalene, but that's probably not, doesn't matter at all. It certainly doesn't matter. Anything to get off vanabins. So we just dismantle that and we move entirely onto this. And then a major bottleneck is gone. How we doing, science? How you doing, science? Good old heckin' science right here. So you guys are doing just fine on this end. But you guys are suffering for lack of perogen. Looks like we aren't in fact backing up here. We may in fact need to go to more mice. Or just live with having less science come through. Let's go look at trits. That's something we haven't done. Alright, so this is what I declare is going to happen. This is effectively end of episode right now. We're going to go put in new recipe for muckmoos. Trits are dead. I killed them. I completely killed them. And that was the other thing we needed. Filtration. And that's... This would be so good when I get it. Look at this. 100 filtration media in 25 seconds. This is going to be so good. This takes glycerol? Oh no. Or it takes chromium and propene. Oh yes. Oh, okay. So that will bring trits to life. Ugh, suffering. I think that's the title of this episode. Suffering. As we are in Struggle City right now. We're going to visit Muckmoos. We are going to... Yeah, this is the edge of relieving a great amount of stress on the factory, because so much of what I'm doing is trying to make arthropod blood for vanavins for various purposes. But if we just cut out the biggest consumer of vanavins, yeah, we're Struggle City right here. Am I correct in seeing no copper coming in? No copper. Copper having stopped. Alright, don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Why would copper stop? I don't know. Alright, anyway. So things we gotta do, right? First, we're gonna need a salt line and a... here, let's just start you. You make muckmoo calves with the good recipe. And I want you to have all this, and all that, all these, all that. You need salt and raw fiber, and bedding has to go on this line. I remember that. That was part of the plan. Alright, have some more bedding. Okay, so that's gonna happen. It's gonna drill out the bedding, and we're gonna have to get a lot more, but it's not gonna be hard, right? Here, we're gonna up your ratio because it's needed more. Alright, yeah, do that. Now we have raw fiber right here. Not enough mushrooms coming in. Separate problem. Don't look at it. How are we going to do this? Because we kind of made bad decisions right here. And we have to get salt and raw fiber in. And again, let me just use the words bad decisions. So, what we really want to do is pull this back to here, right? Let these guys go away. Have some more mushrooms. Here, you. Have mushrooms. You like mushrooms, right? Of course you do. Your moose. So we have to do this. And this has to be raw fiber. This is already looking like I have no idea what I'm doing. Did I... Yeah. And you know what the reason for that is? It's because I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so... Why are there dinosaurs here waiting to drop off? That's a real good question. So right there we have... so I guess what we gotta do is we gotta reverse this. We gotta go this way. Come over here somehow, and then gets impacted right there. Okay. I accept this, only we're definitely going the wrong way. This is not gonna look good when it's done. This is going to be highly questionable, let's put it that way. Actually, shouldn't I be putting the raw fiber on this belt and then moving the mushrooms somewhere else? Because the mushrooms are right here. Wouldn't that look so much better? You guys don't get mushrooms anymore. This doesn't exist. So I just put raw fiber right here and it makes its way around, right? And then this doesn't have to happen. Only we have to get the mushrooms off the belt. So, if we do this, is it okay? Whitelist, fiber, right here. Bam. So you have to come with me. Mr. Dinosaur has to come back. Alright, so this leaves just this for coming in. And unfortunately, there's no real good way to do this. We'll have to do something janky, which is alright. We've done janky before. So what we need salt and raw fiber, and you got the raw fiber, and the mushrooms are not flowing. Right, dude, I just want you to take a lap. You're in my way. So what we'll do is this, right? This is the official... No, it needs to go on the belt. Let's look ahead, think ahead. We have to come in right here. Then we have to split. Oh, this is moose going out. Oh, and it's so far apart because I did this. Oh, problems. Alright, so we are going to do something that doesn't look great. In fact, looks really bad. But we will do it happily. Because we're just trash at this game. We have no choice. Alright, so something like this. And then leaps. Then we do the same thing down here. In fact, we don't even have to do the same thing. It has to be like this down here. Then like that and like that. Alright, we're gonna start with this. We're going to try to get this running first. And then we'll worry about everything else. So you, right here, are so low on hands. Yeah, you just do that. You don't even need to be governed because we only have one product. And we are out of underground belts. A bad sign. Alright, because we need underground belts right now. And we are not bare of copper, but none of the copper is going into making anything that matters. It's like, yay, thanks. How can the factory be doing so well and yet be doing so badly? It's one of those great mysteries of life. Alright, so what we have to do right now is put in another bank of these, right? We have to do this, right? And then this is totally good and intentional, right? This looks right and correct. This is what a proper, sane person would do. I have so many mushrooms. I got so much of everything. Mushrooms. 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 And I still have mushrooms somehow. Alright, so this worked for this, and I still have to get it over here. So I didn't leave any space right here. So I guess we gotta do something here, right? Probably should have done everything right here. But instead, I did not do that thing. What's your job? You are trying to... Oh, you gotta move on. Move on with your life. So, right here, things are not getting any better. I repeat, things are not getting better. The word of the day is repent. The word of the day is beware. The overall attitude of the day is fear. A lot of fear. Alright, so what's your problem? You don't have any salt. How can you not have any salt when the arms I told to load things up should be taking care of it? Oh, it's because it couldn't make its delivery. That's why. Again, I did it again, right? Here. Just don't touch it, right? Everything will be okay if I don't touch it. You've got moves. You are kind of going. You need more mushrooms. Oh, do you need faster hands? I accept that. It's a very high volume process right here. Oh yeah, definitely need faster hands. Especially when taking into account all of the yeah, just enough it looks like. All the strange stuff that happens with the water barrels. So now it does hitch a little bit. Yeah, because it's very weird what happens with the water barrels. I do not understand. Oh, wait, it has to go the other way. So I need even faster hands right here, and that's just not in the cards because the key thing is we have to unload this instantly. And it doesn't work like that, eh? Try this. Because our main problem is just surface area, right? See how this goes. Next cycle. Bam, gone. Then the rest of the hands turn on. Such a weird, weird interaction. Bam, and the rest of the hands turn on. That's all you need. So how do I do that over here? Well, fortunately, it kind of looks like you don't. This is all a plan. This is supposed to be like this. It's in the blueprints, part of the design. Shouldn't question me. Definitely shouldn't question me. See on the next cycle how this goes. Should shove more in. Oh, we're out of bedding because of the problem we had over there, right? And the thing is, this is just the recipe we want, right? Because, alright, let's review. The other mukmu recipe. Mukmooks. They are French. We just got this, and this turns... it's just double production. It's more than that. It's like double and then speed change. It's more efficient on everything. Yeah, we do want this recipe. So, we want the betting guy to come back. But unfortunately, I kind of messed with him. So, he'll be back eventually. There's no way to judge how this is going right now because everything is kind of a mess. So we're going to go fix this build over here and do the same terrible thing we did over there, only it's this version. Terrible thing version now. Aren't you thrilled for terrible thing? Then we need to turn this on. We are still not in fabulous shape overall. Trying to ignore our problems, like the lack of copper. Why would I even do that? Why would I do that? That thing I just did, why would I do? And because of the lack of copper, the stress it's putting on the basic infrastructure I use for everything I do in the factory. Yeah, we're going to call it everything I do in the factory. So, gonna have to figure that out. Right, friend? You need to do next level. You have to make next level moves. Oh, that's awful. It's more awful as I'm affecting the water barrel distribution. That was carefully balanced before. All this stuff is on the ground. Ugh. What a mess. Alright, get these calves in there. Pick this up. Let's hope nothing jams. It's actually going to be quite a struggle to get all this working, right? This goes in there, this goes in there, you go in there. Salt? Of course, salt. Alright, so I have to immediately put all of that back. You go, you go. Yes, Struggle City. With the water barrels, of course. Put them next to other water barrels and just hope it's right, right? That's our goal. Alright, so we are reaching problem stage, right? Oh, I shouldn't take that mushroom. Hopefully that's the Bedinosaur. Are you the Bedinosaur? No, Bedinosaur came already. raw fiberosaur? Why are these guys getting hung up? Have I exceeded the amount of raw fiber that I am making? Seems possible, right? As I wander away from the muck-moo paddock with everything a quarter done. It's over here, right? Moss coming in at a steady trickle. That's what you want to see from moss. Oh, we are. We have exceeded this. Ooh. And this guy doesn't have any. Ooh. Well. Okay. Alright. Don't we have another raw fiber factory up here? No, not actual raw fiber. There's no way to speed this up short of additional buildings. I mean, I can fit additional buildings in right here. It would be unfortunate, but I can do that. Alright, let's finish setting up moos, I guess. There's more than one dinosaur here? There's you, and you are the muck moose guy. There's you, and you are also a muck moo guy. So, we're all waiting for more. But who's picking this stuff up? Because it's not you. It's not you. Is there another one here? Are we seeing two dinosaurs? Yeah, there are two dinosaurs. It's you. What is your job? You also look like a muck moo guy. Huh. So this is a massive bottleneck right here. Yeah, and I have to double that at least. Alright. The cost of efficiency, I suppose. The cost of moos. Anyway, what I'm doing right now. Get all this stuff in my inventory. And the first thing I have to do is try to distribute water barrels properly. There you go. That's kind of difficult, right? Do I have any water barrels on me? No. Here, have food, have calves, have that. Have mushrooms. See, no, don't take the mushrooms. Mushrooms are going to be hard to get rid of. Oh, these two are never going to go because they don't have access to anything good. So we're just going to accept that, right? The word of the day is acceptance. And we're going to try to get 6 paddocks going with the good muck moo recipe. Right? It's a goal. It's a good goal. We're happy about this goal. Anything else in here that matters? Probably. Just not right now. Alright, so situation is stuff I thought was free turns out not to really be free, eh? And we are completely bottlenecked on raw fiber. That's coming. And there is really nothing more to do or talk about until that is solved. And I am not going to solve this today. Biakuas, I want to go blow stuff up. Like, that's clearly the next step on my journey. Science is going very slowly, bottlenecked on Pi Sci 2. I'm going to have to do something about that. We are just trashed out on copper. The factory is not humming along in great shape right now. Do I save this as a buffer or do I make it move on? Here, take this. I should put this somewhere. I have to increase bullet production. But for right now, we're just going to deal with some military matters, and then we're going to wrap. Oh, Pi 2 just arrived. So, things are perhaps not quite as dire as I imagined. Big problem right now. Mushrooms completely full up. That means manure will fill up, and that is good. Oh, we're short on sap at the moment. That's our bottleneck. Don't I have... And these are level 2 sap plants, huh? Huh. I can put more in, sure. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Mushrooms are full up. Muckmoos are having problems. We're going to take a tour before we do this. So I want to go see filtration media. Here, you got to go. This is going to give out because it's another bottleneck. Amazing how I skate from bottleneck to bottleneck. This guy is jammed because he has no salt because of mushrooms. There we go. Gotta watch that, right? Then everyone else is in okay shape. Not fabulous, fabulous, fabulous shape, but okay shape. Mushrooms, back to the source. So, raw fiber is a hard bottleneck. Did not see this coming. We are taking calcs and transforming them into raw fiber. Not quite as fast as we can, but making a good effort. I wonder how we're doing on cacao production. I haven't looked or thought about that in forever. Oh, and we're feeding a ton of raw fiber to these guys in order to make manure. I wonder what our raw fiber consumption rate is at peak right now. And this trickle is surely not satisfying it. Okay, noted. Noted. So that's something we're going to have to build out next time. Double, if not triple it. So let's go look at cacalcs. Let's go look at filtration media. See if cacalcs are still standing strong. He made a delivery of live mice. He needs more live mice. That's probably the primary bottleneck for the factory right now. There's just a ton of secondary bottlenecks. And we make calc right here, and we are completely backed up. So yes, we can absolutely accommodate more calcs into raw fiber. Let's go take a look at filtration media. I don't even know if unless there is a ton of shells. I don't have time for military stuff right now. This recipe is super duper important. It was probably more important than the muckmoos, honestly. Chew right there. So we're getting this, and then we're trying to make bountiful hydrogen peroxide. And we do that, and we can do the next copper recipe, which will double copper production, which is something we sorely need. So that's where we're headed there, right? Filtration media is right here. We are still backed up to hell and gone. It is flowing, but we are no longer, we're just not keeping up. We need more. This guy wants to fill his entire cargo. The line here will persist until we get this recipe online, and that's a while. So I guess we suffer. All of that work I put in for the new Tritz area was completely in vain because it's never ever ever going to be used. Okay, not never ever. It's not going to come online until like 10, realistically 15 episodes from now, which is You're edging close to never right there. Because stuff just keeps jumping up in my way, you know? So iron completely backed up. Probably related to copper being backed up. Steel is not completely backed up. What's your problem? No coke? For serious? We're having a coke crisis right here? Oh, another material I simply cannot believe I'm still having problems with. Especially after I relieved so many bottlenecks. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? What's this season in the air? That's not the right line, unfortunately. So yeah, this is still kinda not great, right? Do I really want to assign priority going up? Do I want to tap into the source up here? Oh, one of the sources right here. You know? I guess I don't know. I don't know. If I go priority to the right here, it will eventually back up. Not for a while, but it will. If I do priority to the right here, that will encourage to use out of that bin. So, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. There we go. Full line goes up. You are cut off, except when you are now like the line of last resort. Because you have this right here, right? And with this right here, you should still keep going. And all this did was alleviate congestion on a single belt. It didn't actually produce any more coke. It didn't actually solve any more coke problems. It just slightly redistributes the coke from some areas to other areas. Is this good? No, not really. Is this what I did? Absolutely. Alright, so we are spiraling towards wrap up right here. This is going completely as hard as it can. To get out of this trap, we need more. And so we have to shove like 4 processing tiers into here. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Don't worry about it. Especially since it's a processing line that goes one into another, into another, into another. So right now we are going to go look at artillery, and then we shall be done. Done, 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 done. Yeah, coke production just is... Do I have to do more of this? No, we're doing as much as we can. Then over here we've got another one, which is also doing as much as it can, right? No, you can go more. This guy can't, though. It flows in here and then flows over there, so this is fine, I suppose. Fine, and tech coming in is also fine. What we really need is stuff that explodes with great violence. We have no skin here, we have no lard here. We've kind of crippled muckmoos, which is a problem, so we will have to go deal with that. Science has probably stopped. Yep. No anhydrous, no anhydrous. And the artillery shell production, we have some, we have none. Oh. So basically nothing good has happened this entire episode. So today, oh, there's a pear pack on the ground. Wonder why. Why did I make none? I guess a dinosaur might have come and filled his backpack and then supplied one of these. There's one up here that gets supplied properly, right? These guys need more. Everyone needs more. I need to pull some over here. This guy gets supplied properly. So maybe that's where artillery shells went. Maybe they were just never made. Yeah. It's been a long time since I made none in the last hour. Really? Ooh. Yeah, this is so trash. I have to do something about this, and I know not what. But I think it's time to wrap up, right? We did not make much progress today. We just wrestled with the contradictions of the factory. We are still clearing areas. We did not expand our dominion at all. That is very unfortunate. What we did do today is we implemented the new muckmoo recipe. We built a proper manure factory, and between these two, we ran ourselves completely out of raw fiber. And I did not really see this coming. In this area right here, we have to triple raw fiber production. Just triple it. We have more right here. And it can be used over here, so we can probably get some synergies just by doing all of this. Just pasting it all into raw fiber until we run ourselves out of cacalx, and that's fine. We can always grow more cacalx. Anyway, we ran into moss provels and we put this back online. We compromised our ability to make power, so this is going to lead to a crisis eventually. That's fine. It's not right now. What else is my problem? Amongst my other problems, what do I have? The manure was the big one. The moos were another. Oh, we built another honey factory right here to the dismays of the Ulrichs to patch a bottleneck with Pi-Sci 2, which honestly I shouldn't have cared about, yet somehow I do. We are working furiously towards this recipe, which will free us from arthropod blood, which will allow Vanavins to stack up and go to anywhere but into hydrogen peroxide. And hydrogen peroxide will be completely rebuilt. I'm not sure where. Maybe over here, you know? Maybe like in here, because if it gets used right there. It also gets used over here too. Or else does it get bought? No, it gets used to make lead acetate over here. So that will help in general. And then after this, we have to get more copper. Copper is a major bottleneck. I'm running out of belts and hands because there aren't enough small parts to make this. I have to do them by hand, which is humiliating, I think is the way to put it. Humiliating is a good way to put it. So yeah, life is struggle, and I am struggling hard. Next episode, raw fiber, rebuild hydrogen peroxide, and then after that, I'm not sure what I do. I would love to say something trits, but the trits don't have filtration media, and I need to get the right tech for that to get that up. I would say something artillery, but I don't have any artillery shells because I'm not raising enough animals because I have bottlenecks. So the conclusion here is life is struggle. Okay, and next time I shall struggle more. Right now I'm done. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.